And now we're moving on to a piece of news that is actually causing me to wet myself uncontrollably. Now, some of you might be wondering why, and also what the piece of news is. So let's talk about it right now. Apparently, the Nintendo store, which is located in New York City, Manhattan, received a bomb threat in April. Now, let's talk about the fact that some of you guys are like, whoa, those guys, you're so late with news on Keikaku Corner. Actually, while this bomb threat was made in April, the story was reported on the 18th of June, 2018. Now, why was it reported on that late? Because it took that long for the manager to check their email where the bomb threat was sent. And as of this recording, we're recording, just for transparency, I'll say it today, on June 25th. So I don't know when this is coming out, like this piece of news on our YouTube channel. But we recorded it. It wasn't that late, okay, guys? But now you might be wondering, Matt, well, why are you scared? You know, is it because you're in New York? Like, you live in Queens. It's actually not, it's not that far, but you're not like right next door. I actually went there for E3's, Nintendo's E3 Nintendo Direct. They were having a special event there. I filmed some footage there. You actually check that out over at our Those Guys Play YouTube channel. As of this by the time this is released, it'll be released. It isn't released as of this recording, but by the time that this episode is out, this clip is out, it will be released. Now, I was there, and I had no idea this happened. So, and I think at this point, no one else did either.
Right.
So, like, nobody knew about this other than... Actually, I don't even think the manager may have checked it yet, depending on when they did check it. So, either way... is my reaction.
Right.
Tristan, how do you feel? I tried to rope you into this. How do you feel that you didn't get to go to? I mean, it's not like it happened that day.
Right. Yeah.
Everyone's fine, but I'm sorry, Tristan. I don't know why I'm apologizing. Jesus H. Christ is, I think, my verbal response to all this. Yeah. Also, do you know why? Do you want to tell everyone why there was a bomb threat sent to the location? I mean, there's never a good reason for a bomb threat. Do you want to know why this person's what is this person's reason for a bomb threat? Whomever they are, we don't know their name, but yeah, would you be able to tell everyone, Tristan?
Yeah, I mean, this pisses me off the most. It's like, apparently the email was from an angry individual who had threatened violence for removing Super Smash Bros. Kiosks in the Nintendo World store.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Woo. I mean, what else are you gonna do?
I'm not surprised. Right? Sadly.
I think...
But the amount of this person needing to go check themselves is astronomical.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I don't know. You know what? That's a good point. I guess it's a big place. Maybe I see where you're coming from. The idea that, like, not that it's right, but that, you know, it's like, you know, something like this happens. I think
it's just the day and age and people, you know, being the way they are on the internet. It's like, that figures.
I think it's because, I think it's twofold, right? And maybe my surprise on one thing is kind of bleeding into the other. First off, the fact that this happened in April.
Right.
And it went unchecked until June.
Right.
So April, I don't know when in April, but April, May, June. That's almost 3 months.
Yeah.
And nobody checked. Like, why do you not... I feel like just as a business, the question is, why do you not check your email in general? Or if they do, maybe it was bogged down by people asking when, you know...
Right, other questions, yeah.
Who's confirmed for Smash or something.
Right. Or like pre-orders coming in or anything like that.
Yeah. It's just... Because basically, it's just strange. Because, again, the article said that it isn't used very often. So that's the assumption is that, you know, it took them a while because it's not used often, I guess. I don't know. It's very strange that it took that long. happy that this person was just venting. However, I would like to suggest to everyone not to vent this way.
No.
Don't, and let me explain to you why. Because you might be thinking, but Matt, who cares? Right? It's not like if I don't hurt anyone, then it's not a problem. If you think that, well, two things. One, you're still terrifying people. In fact, technically terrorizing people.
Yeah.
And an act of terror, in theory, if you wanted to stretch it out, I know some people might say that it's not about an ideology, but it can still be technically considered terrorism. And if you're going to say, but Matt, no, it's not, right? And you're going to try to argue with me on that. Here's the thing. Even if you do, and even if you win on that argument, let's keep on talking about the story, because the article then says that the FBI is looking into this.
Right.
And if you think the FBI isn't going to find you, you're wrong. The FBI will find you, and yeah, don't fucking do this.
Right.
I feel like we shouldn't have to tell people this in 2018,
No,
but every once in a while you have to explain to someone, hey, don't, you fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as we're gonna wrap this up, I just want to say that I'm happy everyone's safe.
Yeah.
I'm happy I'm safe.
Yes.
I'm happy you were safe in Long Island. And
Yeah, I was kind of like, not really jokingly, but like, bummed that I didn't get to go with you. I mean, I know you kind of did it spur of the moment kind of deal, so like it's fine. But
oh yeah. Well, it wasn't super spur of the moment. I told you about it the week before.
Right. I think I might have.
But it was spur of the moment. It was spur of the moment enough that I went on the second day and not the first day. But no, yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Like at first, you were very much like, I can't believe I didn't get to go to this. And the second you saw this, you were like, oh shit. but again, with all the information we know when actually reading the article and not just looking at the title, we realize that we potentially were never in danger the whole time. I'll say this much though: a certain manager is definitely looking at emails more often. I don't know who, but that manager probably is. I imagine after a situation like this, that manager hopefully is not unemployed, but definitely got a stern talking to.
Yeah. Or is getting someone else to look at those emails for them.
Someone who should have been looking at these. Yeah, someone who should have been looking at these emails is now looking at them. That's what I'll say. Either way, really happy that everyone's okay. It's just, my God, and interestingly enough, the police, because this was reported, we should say, even though we're going to have the actual article in the description box below, we should say who reported it. Mitsu, who's a Twitch streamer, who stated that the police considered the threat credible, quote unquote, and that when they related to the FBI, oh yeah, I'm sorry, so I wasn't the one who brought it up. Mitsu was saying that apparently when it was related to the FBI, and that the threat was one of several that occurred over multiple days.
Right.
And that it could be investigated as a terrorist act. So let's also say this too. If you're going to vent, which again, don't do it that way, but if you're going to vent that way, don't do it multiple times.
Just
now all of a sudden don't do it at all, but then you do it once, and then you do it more than once, and now all of a sudden your tiny little, oh, I was just venting, I'm a dumb idiot, whatever, now turns into a chain of threats. Can I just, Tristan?
Enjoy prison.
Or at the very something or other. Juvie, yeah. If it's someone who's under the age of 13. I feel bad for you, but kid, you done fucked up. If you're a teenager,
you done fucked up.
You done fucked up, but it's still a little bit. I'm just saying this much, right? If you're over the age of 18,
you done fucked up,
and you did this, and you don't have any mental hang-ups. So, and I say mental hang-ups as in, like, I don't want to, shit on this person if they have something that doesn't, like, they can't really understand why this is an issue for some reason, right? So we're taking someone like who should not have any hang-ups in regards to reality versus fiction, right? I would, if you allow me, Tristan, can I give them a clap? Can I just clap for them and say, like, dude, you really fucked up?
Yeah.
And I say dude gender neutrally, I don't know who you are, but my God, you really fucked up. Over several days. Tristan.
Yeah.
I hadn't read this article in a while. I thought it was once. Still bad, but not several days. Because people talk about in this day and age, like you were alluding to, oh, you know, you can send things out so quickly, people don't have time to not rage. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like to kind of bring down their rage. Yeah. So they get so enraged, then they send out something stupid when, you know, 20 years ago, would this person have, you know, would have they had the time to write out a letter?
Right.
Right? Get an envelope, get a stamp, send it out. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But halfway through, they'd been like, it's not fucking worth it. But it's not just one email. It's not just one tweet.
Yeah.
It is several emails over several days. Right. You done fucked up. And also, funny thing, and I say funny, not so much like haha funny, but just a food for thought thing. Nintendo store, there's only one in New York. Right. I'm right about that, right, Tristan? There's only one in New York. There aren't any in LA.
As far as I know.
So that means that this person most likely is in the New York area.
Right.
You've essentially, like, I want this person to realize how they, let me explain to them, if they're, I don't know why they'd be watching. If you're watching, let me explain to you how badly you just fucked up. You've essentially light yagami'd yourself into a fucking situation where you're just like, you've emailed them when they're the only location. You probably didn't get mad at them for doing it if you're halfway across the world. You're probably not from, like, Brazil or Japan or Europe.
Right.
There's a good chance you're in New York or maybe Connecticut. But there's a good chance you're in New York. And now the FBI know about it. Again, fucking bravo. I mean, my God. Not only were you angry, but you were dumb. Like, that's the thing, Tristan. I don't know if I'm shocked, not just because, like, I know you're not shocked because of someone being so angry and so fan raging, right?
It's stupid.
But I think, but the thing, I'm shocked at the stupidity.
Yeah. Oh no, I am. I mean, I am, and I'm not.
I know, but I'm just so shocked at the stupidity. Oh God. Either way, we're gonna wrap this up. Moral of the story: don't fucking do this. Just don't. You want to get this angry? Call a friend. You don't have a friend? Rant on the internet, but not in a way that's threatening. Jesus.